pick my Malkin's moments. I have some great Malkin's moments for you. I have to start with the French Open. Starting on the men's side of the draw, Rafael Nadal, as I'd already talked about, won his 14th French Open men's singles title, 22nd Grand Slam overall. He became the oldest champion to win the French Open at age 36. He just turned 36 on Friday. In fact, prior to that, Andres Gimeno had won the tournament at age 34 in 1972. That was the last time that a champion, at the time, he had been the oldest champion to win the French Open. Obviously, Nadal just surpassed that at the age of 36, which is amazing. And in his final, because he won 6-3, 6-3, 6-0, he only conceded 6 games. Those 6 games that he lost on Sunday are tied for the second fewest in a major final in his career. And I say that because this is a guy who's been on the tour since like 17. He has won 6 majors in which he has conceded fewer than 10 games. And obviously the bulk of those have come at the French Open, which has been his surface, which breaks a tie with Richard Sears for the most by any man in tennis history. So it's an incredible, incredible mark. In fact, obviously no man or woman has ever won more trophies on a single surface than Nadal. Obviously, Nadal has won the most men's Grand Slam singles titles. So major shout out to him. As I just talked about on the women's side, Iga Swiatek, major congratulations to her, winning her 2nd Grand Slam women's singles title, her 2nd at Roland Garros at the French Open. It's her 6th tournament title. And this is someone who we kind of forget. When she won her first Grand Slam, it came in 2020. This was someone who was still a teenager at the time, and she was ranked outside the top 50 in 2020 when she won her first title. So you talk about someone who is a precocious tennis player who was making an auspicious start to her career. That's Iga Swiatek right here, because she this season in 2022 is 42-3 overall, and she's won 35 straight matches. Again, her last loss came in February, and it equals, again, a streak by Venus Williams that I mentioned that she said in 2000 is the longest in this century. She's already amassed 16 sets by a score of 6-0 in the 2022 campaign. And what's amazing about her, and I'd mentioned this when she won in 2020, is not only is she from Poland, but she is the only player from the country of Poland that has ever won a Grand Slam singles title. Ever. So it's an incredible, incredible accomplishment what she's doing, and major congratulations to her. Final 2 in hockey. Wayne Gretsky, obviously most known for his time as an Edmonton Oiler, his final Edmonton Oilers jersey, in which he had claimed his 4th of 5 Stanley Cup titles, sold for a record $1.4 million at an auction with Gray Flannel Auctions over the weekend. It was the same jersey that he wore during the 1987-1988 playoff run that saw, again, the Oilers win their 4th of 5 Stanley Cups. It sold for $1.4 million. It was the most ever paid for a hockey jersey, which makes sense given that Wayne Gretsky is fairly universally regarded as the greatest hockey player of all time. The previous record was $1.3 million, which was paid for by Canadian hero Paul Henderson's 1972 Summit Series jersey. Now, obviously, Wayne Gretsky also has claimed and collected 2 Conn Smythe Award playoff MVP awards, trophies for his playoff MVP performances. Gretsky is still one of only 5 NHL players to have won at least two Conn Smythe trophies. And again, even from that same auction, his gloves that he wore from that game-clinching Stanley Cup game sold for over $204,000. So major shout-out to Wayne Gretsky his legacy continues to live on. And finally, my final Malkin's moment, big shout out to Australian golfer Minjee Lee, who won the U.S. Open women's title at Pine Needles Lodge and Golf Club. Was her second career major victory. She's just 26, so still very young. She won by 5 strokes, finished 13 under for the tournament. But what's amazing is her winnings, she earned $1.8 million, which is the largest payout in women's golf history. The total purse of $10 million was a record for the women's U.S. Open tournament, and she netted $1.8 million for herself, which again, the most ever for a women's golf player. So major congratulations to her. Well, that's all the time that I got for today. Thank you so much for joining me right here on Morning Joe every single Monday and Wednesday morning, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 to 11 Central, and 8 to 9 a.m. Pacific. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube page, Morning Joe, J-O, with Jonah Malkin on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter at Jonah_Malkin or at morning_Joe_ JMalk97 on Instagram and Jonah Malkin on TikTok. Thank you so much. And as always, have a lovely rest of your morning.